Congratulations for getting your pair of new toasties. Most likely the most comfortable and lightest bindings you've ever had. I'm gonna quickly show you how to set them up. So get them out of the box first. Screws are here located in the storage pocket, right here. And we are giving you 5 screws. In case you lose one, you still have one spare one. So you only need 4 obviously, but there's 5 washers, 5 screws. All right, so before you set them up, make sure that the winglets are properly set inside here. This one is a medium. You can see this is set all the way back. This is set 1 notch before the end, and that's normal for the medium. But make sure it's not halfway in between, because when you screw it, then you just may have a bump. But most likely it should realign itself, but just make sure it's correct. So stance-wise, you're gonna pick whichever you like better. Obviously, if you're a taller person, you're most likely going to go on the outside stance. But if you have a bigger board, the stance is bigger on the bigger boards. But it's a preference thing. I personally ride wider. Some of our riders ride center or in the middle. So really, it's a choice thing. Now that you've picked your stance, you can pick your duck. The amount of duck is that angle here. This is what I would call more duck. This is less duck. One thing is, if you're center stance, most likely you're going to be at about 0 or maybe +1. Personally, what I suggest is, if you have a wider stance, remember that you're gonna have a little more duck. So the wider the stance, the more duck you should put. Your goal is that your front foot, when you're riding, is perpendicular to the foot straps, or parallel exactly to the binding. If you think about it, when you're riding, your back foot is in pressure, so you need less of the foot straps. Your front foot is most likely pulling a little bit on the foot strap, so that's when you need the more grip. So if your foot is a little sideways, you have less good and less comfy grip. So you want your front foot to be perpendicular. Most likely the more stance you have, the more duck you're gonna put, because your front foot is gonna be a little more angled because your feet are further apart. So personally, I ride at +2 and -2 because I'm on the wider stance. Remember that the number that you use on the outside should be the same as the one used on the inside. This little shape here is a circle. So you can play a little bit with your position back and forth, but this is not redesigned for it. The heel should be in the right position on your board the way it's designed, so you don't have to move it, but you can if you want. So then it's very easy to screw them on. Grab a number 3 size screwdriver so you don't strip the screws, and line up the 0 on one side, line up the 0 on the other side, and then same thing on the other side. Now you can trim the foot strap size. You want to make sure you put it equally on both sides. The idea is that the foot strap is centered on your foot, not more on one side or the other, because if you open up one size more than the other, you're going to expose this, which is not meant to be. You're supposed to have it the same distance on the inside and on the outside here. So when you trim both sides so it's centered. And then it's very easy. You pick one side, you pick front, back, you have all the trimming you want. But again, try to have it as centered as possible. And once you put your foot in, you kind of adjust it better to what you want. You can pull more in the front, more in the back, depending on the shape of your foot. And then you do that with your left foot, and you're ready to go.